Alex Barkaloff, Jason TV, Los Angeles. So I'm here with Alex, of VimpelCom. Very, very interested in asking you, Alex, and apologies, although I have a Russian name, I'm not speaking Russian. It happens, we have a lot of Russians in Los Angeles.
So it's not actually a Russian name only.
Yeah, maybe we can argue that.
Yeah.
But my interest is in looking at content markets, and more specifically, explosion of content market in Russia. To put some perspective to my question, in China we see the explosion of LTE users. It's projected to be about 300 million by the end of 2015. And it is mainly driven by consumer frenzy for consumption of content, social media, television, media on mobile, cinema on mobile, various other things, interaction, brand projects. In Russia, there are about 7 million, as I'm told, LTE subscribers. Could there be a model whereby the mobile operator, yourselves VimpelCom, really create that frenzy of explosion and partner up with companies like Lionsgate, like Fox, or global media companies wherever in the world, in China or elsewhere? To add to that question, in the past there was always the fight between OTT providers where that took away the MVAS revenue. But now, with several markets like the US and China being very happy with the premium subscriber being an LTE subscriber, they're more focused on that, just the basic premium subscription, and they're agnostic about the OTT provider and whatever content they want to consume on that device or that network. So my question, to summarize, is do you see such an explosion, and how will that come about?
The main kind of impediment on the way of LTE explosion in Russia is now a device price. So there is still a significant difference between LTE devices and 3G only devices in the Russian market. We expect that by the end of this year this will be negligible, almost no difference, and 2016 will be the year where we will see a really start of a really explosive growth of LTE device penetration. In terms of media convergence and media offerings, there is also one interesting thing here in the Russian market. We are much more network neutrality kind of open than many other markets, and at the same time we have a very cheap, really cheap mobile data, impressively cheap, cheaper even than in China if you convert into hard currencies. But the trend is changing because under Forex effect pressure, we feel that we should be more kind of conservative in pricing and go more towards tier-based pricing. And with this we will of course need new drivers for customer loyalty, for further traffic growth, because we will be eventually more dependent on the volume of traffic. Now we just take basically a fixed fee independent of what the actual traffic per customer is. So if we change this pricing model, then we will have to offer something more interesting to customer, bring more value, and we already starting to experiment with this. For example, Beeline was the first in Russian market who started partner with big content providers. We, for example, yesterday introduced Game of Thrones to our customers, and we will do many different partnership, getting some exclusive content, and we even considering our own production to put more impulse into development of mobile TV content consumption and other mobile video consumption.